Back during the pandemic, I've always had an interest in books, even if I'm not as focused as I am now. Back then, I've read long fictional stories such as the Harry Potter series or the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I made sure to read them in my free time, sitting against the corner of a wall most days. But I've always made it clear that books are something that take a while to get done. Now knowing that you can finish a book within a week, and you can do it with so much ease and practice that it shouldn't matter how long you read it. But you come to this video expecting how to read faster, and in that time during the pandemic, I've spent months reading a book. It took way too long, and I'm here to fix my mistakes, something I wish I did back when I was honestly a loser, just sitting inside. First major step you want to do to read ahead and to read faster, tip number 1. Skim the book. This is such an illegal thing to say, especially with books and how they're supposed to be organized, as a way to make sure that we don't get spoiled because it's just words. But skimming the book will be one of the best ways to read faster, as not only you will set your mind at where certain chapters and periods start and stop, but it also gives you an idea of where you're going with the story. You don't want a book that has so many long and continuous pages. They're some of my least favorite stories. For authors watching this video, absolutely make sure you give breaks in your story, because you are just wasting my time, and I don't like that. The truth is, to skim the book, whether it's your own or it's someone else's, it allows you to see what you can improve on so that you can not only read faster, but to learn so much quicker so that your mind can be refreshed and clean. Books are a way we can be present with this world. It's not a way we should waste time over something that shouldn't matter. Skimming the book is as easy as just turning a couple pages. Don't look at the words itself. Don't be a buffoon, but just use your words on the pages so that you could then just see where things stop and start. If you get spoiled, that's on me, but I never have this problem myself because I've always made sure that I just see where a chapter starts and stops if they have a table of contents or not. Use the table of contents in this case of skimming, but for most cases, like single self-explanatory stories that are just fictional, most of it is just one set of chapters going into another. And it's annoying that way. But the truth is, if you want to be ahead, skim that book so you could just read and see where you're going. The next tip after that, tip number 2, set your time. The reason why you're not reading fast enough is because you're a slow idiot. It's a harsh truth, but you read books in a good way, and I respect you for it. But you don't use your time effectively. You're supposed to be reading books with care, but not so much care that it makes you look pretentious. Instead, read books at points where it should be important. You don't want to read every single line. It is good to read every single line, but don't waste so much time trying to process one line after the other unless you're the creator yourself. If you're not, then just read the book in a simple, normal speed. The way you can improve your speed is by using a lot of online metrics and how they go by with it. Think of a lot like elementary school. I had this case where we would always have to read books out loud, and whatever fits your boat, it doesn't matter if you read it out loud or not, but the way you read your books, they always timed it. So setting your time, both physically and a stopwatch, will give you the best benefits you have with a story. To gain the best of both worlds, how a story is and what you can do to improve in your own life, that's the purpose of a book. Setting your time is one of the best ways to read it faster. And reading faster isn't just losing the information because you're physically reading faster. You're supposed to read faster by getting the information in a timely manner. By getting that information in a timely manner, you have so much more time to yourself, but it's also more time to just continue reading if you want to do that. Continuously reading makes the books done, and by having the books done, you're already one step ahead of everyone else. The final tip, really, with reading books is to simply talk about books. The way you can read faster is by communicating how books are. I've always talked about some of my personal favorite books with my friends, and going back to those books in recent memory gave me just the impression to read it so much more with detail. Sometimes certain details aren't going to matter with a book, but all it takes is just one sentence to hit you, and thousands of words don't matter in what it does. talking about that one sentence or that one phrase or chapter gives enough clarity for your mind. And if you want to talk with people, it doesn't matter who you talk with. It could be family, friends, your dating life. Communicating about your book sets your mind straight about what you love about stories and why you're reading in the first place. Whether it's fiction or nonfiction, the way we're supposed to be reading books is the key to just learning and getting ahead of everything else. I have a full list of books in mind, so if you want me to explain those books, you can comment them down below. Engage with the video. Truth is, talking about the book itself doesn't start with the people, it starts with you. So if you want to talk about your own books or some sort of book in mind, talk about it in the comments down below. But if not, you can always just check out my book down in the description as well. If you want to see how to talk with people about how to talk about a book, if you want to talk about a book so you could talk with people, I have my relationships channel down there too. As much as all these plugins are, the point is you're supposed to be reading faster. Reading faster isn't a way we're supposed to skim something and get it done. We all want to finish a book fast and easy, but we also should enjoy the process. The reason why books aren't fun is because you're not taking in the time to read. They're physically fun, like work or going to the gym or simply doing something productive, because you're doing something so much more effective. Books are fun, but only if you make it that way. So take this video not to read physically faster, but to skim information and take in what you find important. Everyone has some worth of value in a book. All you gotta do then is just pick up the damn book and read it. If you enjoyed this message, I hope you continue well with the rest of your day. My other socials are down there below. And until next time, take care.